Welcome to yet another lesson. So today we shall be learning about the properties of air. So in basic 2, we learned about the uses of air. All living things need air to survive. Without air, all living things will die. Air is very important, or is a very important natural resource we need all the time. Air is always around us. Air fills all the empty spaces. We breathe in air and we breathe out air as well. We need air to set fire and also keep it burning. Do you know where air comes from? Have you seen air before? Alright, so what is air? So many gases, including oxygen and water vapor, come together to make air. Air is a mixture of gases. The mixture of gases that make the air include nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, argon, water vapor, dust particles, and many more. Air fills the Earth's atmosphere. This means that air is everywhere on Earth. So where does air come from? Air is all around us. It fills all empty spaces, including the atmosphere. Air comes from any part of the earth. This means air is found in the atmosphere, in the classroom, in the soil, and even in water. It is always in motion. Air is in the classroom because there are empty spaces there. Again, we are able to breathe in air in the classroom. Air cannot be seen, neither can it be touched. We can only see the actions of air. We can also feel the presence of air. So now let's take a look at some properties of air. Just like any material, air has properties. These properties help us to identify air. Air has the following properties. So we know that air has mass, air occupies space, air is made up of more than one gas, air pulls or pushes objects, and then air is invisible. That is, we cannot see air. So these are some properties of air. Air has mass, air occupies space, air is made up of more than one gas, air pulls or pushes objects, and then air is invisible. So now we are going to take a look at some experiments to show some properties of air. So with our first experiment, we are going to fill a container with water. So fill a container with water. It should be half filled. So you half fill your container with water, and then you get an empty bottle, and then you are going to insert the bottle into the container which contains the water. You will see that a small amount of water will occupy the free space of the bottle, leaving the entire bottle empty without water. So as we slightly turn the bottle in the water, you will see bubbles coming out from the bottle, and at the same time water being moved into the bottle. The bubbles are the air coming out from the bottle. After some time, you will see that the water has rushed to fill the bottle. This shows that air occupies space. So as we said, air occupies space. This is an experiment to prove or to show that indeed air occupies. And then let's take a look at another experiment. So take a bottle of cold water from the refrigerator. Clean the bottle with napkin to remove drops of water or droplets. And then you are going to put the bottle in an open space. You will see droplets of water around the bottle. So you ask yourself, is water leaking from the bottle? No, water is not leaking from the bottle. The droplets of water around the bottle occurred as a result of water vapor in the air that gets to the bottle. This shows that there is water vapor in air. Let's take a look at another experiment to show another property of air. So put a light object such as a piece of paper or balloon filled with air on a table. Blow air through a straw towards the balloon or piece of paper. What happens? So you will see that the air will push or pull the object, which is the pieces of paper or the balloon, away. This shows that air can push or pull. Alright, so you can try these often on your own to get to know much more about the properties of air. Alright, so this brings us to the end of this lesson.